Hello, I'm John from the Haunt Informer,
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
and this is episode 28 of Fall Informer. And today we have special guests. We have Steve and Spike from Terra Labs. Yes.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Thanks for
How
joining
you
us
doing?
tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Of course. To get things going, let's just talk about your upcoming event. You guys are doing a Friday the 13th and halfway to Halloween event coming up on the 13th and 14th. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's actually our first out of season event. We decided to try something different, see how it goes. So we're gonna do our normal hours, 6 to 10 on the 13th and 14th, and get everybody out, We want a big crowd here. We want to see how well we can do in May instead of October.
Yes. We'll be there on Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Looking for
Looking
you.
forward to it. Is it going to be the same setup, or are you going to change things a bit, or?
Right now, we're going through some stuff with our location, so we're kind of keeping it the same. Not a lot of upgrades since last year, but we had some new things in last year. Some people haven't seen it yet, and some people have escaped, and we want to get them in here and keep them here this time.
Yeah, doctors didn't get them that time. All right. So my first question for you is, I'm really looking forward to go to Terra Labs because this will be my first time. And I've heard about it from Glenn for years, and I'm very excited to see what you have to offer. Lots of crazy stuff. And I really like that you actually take a picture of people when they're in the haunt, and that's actually called the Fright Cam. And I wanted to know, how long have you been doing the Fright Cam?
The Fright Cam, I think we've done 2 years now.
Okay.
It's pretty popular. It's a lot of fun, and even if you don't come through, just go to frightcam.terralabs.com and you will laugh your butt off just looking at these pictures.
It is funny to see the people through that night. And if you just scroll through the Fright Cam pictures and just see people's reactions, it is pretty entertaining.
Yeah, and you can scroll through and see Glenn's, so that's pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah. I always post it on my Instagram too.
Yeah, I'll post mine.
Yeah, oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah.
I'll post mine. However I look, I don't care. It's all the part of
You
fun
still
of it.
look
I'll like it. I'll have fun.
I'm gonna go back to the beginning with you guys. I know you guys have been in the haunt industry a very long time. Talk about your history in the haunt. What got you into it? Where'd you start? Both of you guys can answer that. I know it's a long history.
I pretty much in high school had a friend who on their property had an empty building. So just out of sheer boredom, we started building one. And that actually lasted 3 years. Our senior year was the biggest. We had almost 1,000 people go through, just pure word of mouth.
Nice.
And it was enough that the next year, my friend joined the JCs and ran theirs for a year.
Okay.
And that pretty much was it. I ended up moving down here and never got back into it until recently when Steve approached me.
Yeah, because that was up in Connecticut.
Yes, it was in Connecticut.
And I started back in the day in Castle Dracula down in Wildwood. Back in, well, you'll see I'm old now. Back in '83, I started there. I actually was Dracula. I was the mad scientist, same character there as I am here, Dr. Sawyer T. Bones. And it's been in my blood ever since. Did yard haunts for years at my house.
Same.
Nice.
When did the Terra Labs idea form? When did you guys get that rolling?
Well, Terror Labs was actually an online website I had that sold Halloween props. I've been doing that since 2002.
Nice.
And it was always in my head, the mad science thing, because it's just a lot of fun. And once we did this, I said, okay, I got the name. Already got the domain name. We're good to go. And it just, we said, here we go, 50s B movie, and make it scary as you can. And it's a good mix. It's got the humor of mad science, the weirdness, and, wet your pants kind of scares. But yeah, that's originally where it came from. It was just something that's been boiling in my head for years.
Nice. That's a lot of fun. I like hearing that you guys have been in it for so long. So it's really nice. So I wanted to know, is there an overarching theme for this year that's different from previous years, or is it the same crazy doctor kind of theme?
We kind of keep the same theme, but every year we normally switch about what, fifth to a quarter of it up. We rip some walls out, make new rooms,
Okay,
just to keep it fresh. There's certain rooms that always stay the same because they're kind of staple rooms, but a lot of changes since the first year. Probably 5 or 6 of those rooms aren't even here anymore. So
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
we do switch it up all the time.
Okay. And I'll go with another question after that. So I always really like going through areas with strobe lights, and I saw on your website that you have to go through strobe lights. So I'm curious, how many areas in this attraction have strobe lights?
Well, we have one with pure strobes and the others are egg strobes, which are a little different. They still affect people, but not as bad as regular strobes.
Okay,
So regular strobe lights, one. For egg strobes, there's 2 more.
okay,
Other things, this one has lightning.
Yeah, we have lightning and things like that, but that's, not
nice,
as stressful, I guess, as strobes. So
nice.
That's a
I'm
good
looking
question.
forward to see the lightning effects. That'll be fun.
yeah, I unplugged them, otherwise they'd be going off because they're in this room.
Yes, this will be like our first interview actually with the people we're talking to actually in a haunted house. So it's a
Yeah, we
first.
live here.
Yeah, I was in the back. You just woke me up. I came
He
back.
was sleeping in the crematory.
That's great.
But speaking of effects, one of the very first things I noticed the first time I went through the haunt is the different temperatures from room to room. And you guys do that, and that is unbelievable. What made you think of like, hey, you're in a crematory, let's make it hot. You're in like this body bag area, let's make it cold. What made you guys think of that, and how do you pull that off?
Well, I saw it before, the use of an air conditioner. They use the exhaust to heat a room. When we were building, we set up a reefer room to store bodies in.
Refrigerator, not marijuana.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I put the air conditioner in to make that room cold. And then the next room next to it, I just captured the hot and pumped it in that room. So there's 3 temperature changes in a row. So it's just,
And plus, since this was a retail store, when we put up all these walls, it really messed with the thermostats and it made a nice effect. So when you go into OR, it's freezing cold. And it wasn't our doing, it's just the way the air conditioner works. So we got lucky on a couple rooms and the other one was his imagination. That worked really well. We got a lot of compliments on that.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
just
really
don't see it.
interesting.
Yeah, you don't see it. You don't really see it that often of just like, a room that's meant to be hot, it is hot. A room that's meant to be cold, it is cold. It's like and it's like right next to each other. It's not like a couple rooms down. It's like you go from literally
And I think
hot.
yeah, that's what makes the difference is you're going from cold to hot. If you just walk into the hot room, it's not that hot, but yeah, going from the extremes is really, it grabs your attention. And then
Right.
we have smells in those rooms too, leading in and
Mhm.
out, and that, the whole sensory thing.
I can't wait to experience this. It's gonna be so much fun because I like you have lightning, you have temperature changes and smells, and I love that. I like going to all attractions, but I love it when I go to places. For example, for your place, I can't wait to go. It's gonna be so much fun when you have different unique elements that other people's don't do. I like that because it doesn't matter how big a haunt is to me. It just matters how fun it is for me. Because it's in the end, it's all about entertainment. Even if I don't get scared, I still have a good time. I enjoy it. So hopefully I get startled at least once.
Yeah, we're a little different. And nothing against the people who do it. We don't do the chainsaws and clowns. We don't get in your face and scream every once in a while, but we're more in your head. We're more psychological.
Oh, okay.
And we find that creepier, and we have a lot of humor in here. I mean, mad science, you can just have a lot of fun. And when you go from humor and instantly change it to, jumping right at you, it really catches you off guard. I think we got something unique here.
Definitely. Nice.
And occasionally you have a gorilla. Occasionally, so
Occasionally
that's
we have a
always exciting.
Yeah, I thought you were going to come be the gorilla this weekend.
I could
You have the
be.
mask ready for you.
That's funny.
Maybe one of these weekends, maybe upcoming, I'll be a guest
Well,
actor.
this might be the one.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have any more weekends. Well, this is our last weekend at this location. So,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
so the mall arena is going through some changes. So basically everybody's being asked to leave as they renovate or do whatever they're doing. So we're looking for a new location, but we're going to get this last weekend in before we do.
Okay. Yeah, more reason to check out Terra Labs for these two events. Check out the original location here. So,
Yeah, because who knows what it'll be next time.
Where,
Or where.
Hopefully a bigger location, you guys, because that's got to be such a huge thing. I know both of you guys are very creative in the haunt industry, and I know there's scenes that you would love to do, but you're restricted.
You know, I mean, for what we have, it's very deceiving. Like you look at the outside, you're like, how small is this? But we've got almost 6,000 square feet here, which is a lot, but you know, we've used every square inch of it. I mean, you've been backstage, Glenn. You see there's not much beyond, you know, what is actually the haunt. There's a little break area for the actors, some bathrooms, makeup room, and that's, you know, kind of it. So yeah, we can use some elbow room.
Are there any ideas you guys have that you would love to do if you went to a bigger place that you can't do in your current location?
Well, one thing we've been discussing is adding an escape room onto it. Even
Nice.
doing other events. Something we had talked about was maybe like a murder mystery. You hire it out and you do a murder mystery through the haunt. But as the haunt itself, bigger rooms is a big thing, not just more rooms, because we limit ourselves to max 10 people, 12 if we push it into a room. Makes it more personal, which is nice, but gets a little crowded at times. So being able to have a little more breathing room in the rooms themselves will be good. We have ideas for other rooms as well, but there's some rooms that work that we don't want to rip out to put a new one in. Sliding walls is one you had talked about, so you can actually divert people different ways. I would even maybe like do a dual wall where you could have two of the same track, you know, so you could double your throughput and have people linger a little longer if they want. So there's a lot of ideas we have on paper, but you know, no room here yet. He talks too much.
yes.
All righty. So I wanted to know, since you've been in the haunt industry for a long time, I wanted to know what vendors have stuck out to you. Which ones do you like buying from?
We really don't. We build most of our own stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
even the electronics, we have about 28 computers running in here. Most of the stuff are cadavers we built from mannequins and all kinds of stuff. We do buy controllers and things from Fright Props. They're probably our go-to if we need something quick.
Okay.
Good ideas, the
Yeah.
programmable ones, that's given us some new ideas since we started using
Yeah.
those.
Froggy's Fog for the Sense. I think those are really our two main vendors.
Yeah,
A
most- I mean,
lot of eBay and Amazon, you know, just electronic parts and whatever we can do.
yeah, I'm,
But when you come, we'll make sure if we're not busy, we'll give you a backstage tour too. So
Oh.
Glenn's had it already. We'll show
Okay.
you around.
there's
Cool.
a
Cool.
lot out to search for it, and I'm the hardware guy. So I just search eBay, I find different types of boards and things that work. I have a trigger system throughout the whole haunt, so I can sit and trigger things remotely. The lighting controlling, the Fright Props things we use have DMX in them, so we're utilizing that. That's how this last year I redid the lightning and thunder and all that through that, because I had a Firefly before and I just wasn't impressed with it. So we're getting, so it's, you know, we can control every aspect of exactly how through
Right.
what's done.
I think the nice thing about building our own too is it's unique. You're not going to go in and go, oh, I saw that one at Spirit Halloween, or
Yeah.
yeah, we get our, you know, our knives and things. Yeah, we'll go to Spirit. But, you know, when it comes to an actual prop, not much store bought. I mean, the skeleton behind me is an actual anatomical chart company, that things like that. But yeah, we build most of our own.
Nice. Do you have any like actual used like coffins and things? People sometimes tell us they get like coffins for like a sale for haunted houses.
Yeah, I actually had a really nice oak cough and I had to get rid of it because it weighed about 250 pounds and I couldn't lift the thing.
Oh, no.
We did hit a couple auctions, so we have a working gurney,
A working
examination table,
an X-ray machine.
X-ray machine,
nice.
a bunch of
Yeah.
bassinets, medical props, things that
Yeah.
were they're actually real.
The sterilizing thing. Yeah, we got
Sterilizers,
centrifuges.
incubators,
Yeah.
stuff laying around everywhere.
Yeah, we got lucky after our first year. ITT Tech was going out of business. And we found an auction and we went down to Virginia and we picked up
Whole trailer
crazy
full.
amounts of stuff. But all medical stuff that just fit with what we were doing.
That's awesome that you actually have real props. Nice.
Yeah, it scares me with the actors that we have a working X-ray machine, but I haven't turned it on yet.
One of the things I mention a lot when I review you guys is the fact that part of the ticket sales goes to CHOP. How did you guys get involved with that? How did you guys link up with CHOP and, do the proceeds for them?
Well, a friend of ours, we met because we do those musical Christmas light shows. And a friend of ours who does that, his son has been in CHOP since almost birth.
Wow.
And he had nothing but good things to say about it. And we knew we wanted to give back somehow. And we thought that was a really good cause. I have a friend whose granddaughter was in CHOP. And she actually came in the first year. She came in with her two granddaughters and she had cystic fibrosis. So she had oxygen. So what do we do? I'm like, put her on the gurney in OR. So her grandmother was in OR pulling parts out of her and stuff. So, had a lot of fun with that. And, got to give back to CHOP with more than just cash. And so.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nice. You have any more questions, Glenn?
Not about monkeys.
Not about monkeys, no, or gorillas or anything. Do you guys have like a list, like the top 3 haunts that you guys would love to check out? Like if you could just go to any haunt across the country, you guys got like a top 3 you would love to check
My
out?
number one would Dark Hour in Texas would be my number one. I don't know if you guys know much about that. Alan
Oh, I know
Hops.
about Dark Hour. Yeah, with Alan Hops. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking a 40,000 square foot haunt. That would just be amazing to see.
That's the one.
And, going down to Universal would be great. I haven't been there yet.
I went to Halloween Horror Nights Orlando, and that was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I actually am friends with Michael Burnett on Facebook who runs that.
Nice.
And, I want to go up and ask him advice. I'm like, no, I don't even have the nerve to do that because you are so big. I mean, I've seen what he does down there. It's amazing.
Yes.
We're kind of spoiled too. I mean, if I go in a haunt, I'm busy looking at how things work, what's moving, so I'm not really getting scared. I'm just, like
Yeah.
this. And
Like one year, like 2018, we took a bunch of our actors and we all went up to Field of Screams after
Yeah.
our season was closed. And these poor people, I mean, they were trying so hard to scare us. And we're like, oh, that's nice. Oh, look at this. I just, you can't scare a haunter. It just doesn't work.
That's
But
great.
that's the beauty of going in, going in there and look at hey, getting ideas and getting, oh, we could do this or we could do that, or, they should have done this, they should have threw an actor or they should have threw something here.
Yeah, I mean, we had fun. It was just on a different level,
Right.
So you're saying, Spike, you were saying you were looking at all the animatronics, seeing how different things moved, you're saying.
yeah, I mean, some of them might overuse it. That's one thing we try and stay away from, because just filling a building up with
Yeah.
robots and animatronics and without any real people scaring you that only goes so far.
Yeah, we like live actors.
Yeah, so we have some things spread about that will catch you off guard and maybe could be automated, but there's, people are still the best.
Yeah.
So try and accent that. I give them a good set and let the people do their thing.
And in that regard, I got to say, we have people here, some of them who have been here since the first year, who are back cleaning up right now. These people are amazing. These actors, they've taken this in a completely different direction than it was originally meant. They started ad-libbing, doing things, and we just went go with it. I mean, these people can ad-lib. They're, they will scare the crap out of you. And none of them are professionals until they got here. So I got to applaud our actors. And that's why, yeah, animatronics, I'd rather stay away from as much as possible. But, actors are getting hard to come by these last couple of years. So
You guys do have a,
Yeah, and we're all volunteer as well, so.
yeah, I was gonna say, you guys do have a good crew and they're all volunteer and I mean, they all have their great way of getting into the scene. You know, they all work the scene so well. And I've recognized several of them from the past years, you know, coming back. So it's awesome that you guys got a great crew of actors there who come back every year and volunteer because they love doing it.
Yeah, and like I said, there's two of them back there right now, helping to clean things up and, you know, getting ready for the move whenever we have to do it. But they're like, hey, you're gonna be there, we'll come help. You know, it's not just acting, they just, but you know, we're kind of a family. We go out, we all get together for like a brunch every month or so. You know, and we all hang out throughout the year as well.
Yeah, it's nice that you have that fun community. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I try to avoid talking to him as much as possible.
I'm grateful for that.
Moved away luckily. So.
All right. So I'm curious, how long did it take you to come up with the name Terra Labs? Like, I know you said that you had the web domain, but when did you come up with it originally? Like, how many names did you have to go through before you thought of that?
The name wasn't the problem. Getting a name that the domain wasn't taken was always the problem. But
Okay.
yeah, I knew I wanted to be mad science. So I knew lab had to be in there. And you know, you go through the adjectives, fear, terror, horror. So it had the good flow to it.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I wanted to know, what have been your favorite scares over the years? And both of you can answer this.
So many.
From here?
From
Any-
here or us
any-
being,
Any attraction you've worked at?
man, that's tough. I mean, we've had Charlene, our girl in our insane asylum back there. She scared a couple people out of their shoes, literally. We've had to go get their shoes and bring them to them. We have a cast party every year after season. We put together videos and we have about 35 security cameras through here. So we get all these scares on camera.
Nice.
And so many people falling when they get scared, you know, it's like, how many people can get bowl a strike here? The falls are good. We've had some people wet themselves. We had a girl give us a 5-star review who she admitted she made it halfway through and was curled up in a ball in tears and couldn't make it through. So that was a good one.
Yes, yes. Number of people bail.
Yeah, to get the chicken award.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hand out chicken stickers if they don't make it.
That's great.
Got three of them.
I mean, and looking at it, some of the simplest things are the best scares.
Yes.
A simple drop window is a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
the bright cam itself. is a good
Yeah.
scare.
yeah,
That
Well,
scare
that's just-
alone right there. I mean, it's like right there and you don't know you're getting your picture taken too. When that
Yeah.
happens, that's a
Well,
surprise
people
at the
combine it
end.
with the Flash cracker, and yeah, it throws people off.
Yeah.
all right.
But yeah, I mean, even, and like I said, we're more psychological. So like Len, you know, I always talk about the Robras, you know, the half rat, half cobra. And if
Mhm.
people bail, it's usually right past my room, which is first, which is what I'm sitting in. They bail when they hit the first dark hallway. Just because
Really?
it's in their head. It's so simple.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing that they bailed just the very first thing.
The one year we had 3 girls drive from North Jersey,
Oh,
paid
wow.
$45, got past my room, turned around and left.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was, I probably of all of them, that was my favorite. The fact that they drove all that way, spent all that money and wouldn't even go through.
Just bailed, didn't even ask for the money back, just left.
Yeah.
Maybe one guy brought his son almost every year. It finally was the 4th or 5th year he went through.
Yeah, the kid tried and he goes, Dad, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, he'd bring him every year and he'd bail, and then finally he went through, what, this last year, the year before?
Mhm.
So you gave chicken awards to all them?
Yeah, we have just a little sticker with the chicken and the logo. It's a proud moment.
Well, you guys have a very interesting, I don't want to give too much away. You guys got a very interesting waiting room. So you really mess with people's minds before they even really get into the actual haunt.
Yeah.
Just
That was one of the first ideas we came up with.
Yeah, and he actually when he revamped the lightning in here this year.
It ties that room into it now.
Yeah, so when the thunder goes off, the light in the waiting room will flicker. And I have a button to make it louder and scare people. When that happens, the light in the waiting room goes out and leaves them in the dark. So yeah, that room plays with them a little bit. And the happy elevator music is very disconcerting as
Yeah.
well.
There's nothing there. They just sit there, but they can hear what's going on.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing more horrifying when it's like you're in a waiting room at a doctor's office. And that's the feel of it. It's like you're like, what is about ready to happen to me? What am I about ready to walk through? And you mess with people's minds as soon as they walk through that door.
That's going up the hill on the roller coaster. You're just waiting to
Yeah.
rest.
Especially when you leave them there for 35 minutes.
Yeah.
We had one family that got lost because we lost our cameras one night. I left them in there for 35 minutes. Finally, the mother stuck her head out. I forgot they were in there.
This was 2020, so we said, "Oh, sorry, we were sanitizing." But they were happy. We gave the kids T-shirts and stuff. They had a blast. So, but yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
It is all psychological. What you put your customers through. It's very
Yeah, we try.
yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the goal. We want it to be more theatrical than what I call a boo box, where you just walk around the corner, everybody just says, "Bleh." You know, John, you'll see we give speeches in every room for the most part. You
Yeah.
come in and we interact with you. It's
Most people aren't used to that. They're used to being pushed through.
Yeah.
So he has to actually stop them.
people just want to blow through. I'm like, "Get back here, come on."
I bet that you've trained the actors how to like say it in character, like come back, right? Like
Yeah.
come back into my experiment, like let me work on you.
When we started this, a friend of ours was helping us build, and he had a haunt for a few years. And when I told him what we were doing, he's like, "You won't be able to stop them. You can't do that. You can't talk to them." I'm like, "Watch me." That he came in, he's like, "I can't believe you did this." I'm like, you just got to command the room. And that's what I tell the actors. You're in charge. If they start to leave, scream at them. You're in a haunted house. You can scream at them. You can do whatever you want within reason.
Yeah. Or they can like slam their hand like in front of like where the doorway is, like, nope, you're not leaving yet.
Well, I usually use the psychological thing. I'm like, "You really want to go in there without knowing what's in there? All right, good luck. See you later." And they come back.
Like, okay, tell me.
You really don't want to know anyway. But
Yeah, that's great. I'm very excited to see your haunt. I'm very excited, especially since I heard the waiting area messes with you now. I'm even more excited now. Nice.
well, I'm glad. I can't wait to have you here and keep you here in pieces.
Oh man. Just make sure you cremate me.
Parts of you, at least. But
Parts. Alrighty. So do you have any more questions, Glenn?
I don't, but if you guys got anything to add, feel free. I know, like, talk a little more. How much is it for
$15 a piece. Like you said, 10% goes to CHOP. And I think we have coupons floating around. I don't know. We have so many flyers out now. But if you sign up on the mailing list on the website, we do send out specials and coupons and giveaways and all that stuff. So go to the website, terralabs.com, scroll all the way to the bottom. There's a mailing list, sign up. And we do stuff on Facebook, so like our page and all that stuff. You can get the deals.
Yeah, I used the deal that you had for like Friday 13. It was like $13 for a ticket instead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that saves you a couple bucks. Always good.
Yeah.
And a nice number.
and you have your own merch too, right? You have like bumper stickers, you have shirts.
T-shirts, bumper stickers, Fright Camp pictures, and they're cheap. You $5, you get one online. If you want to print out, I think we do what, 15 for an actual print.
Okay.
So, yeah, and we have some merch. I mean, we're not, we don't have shot glasses and pool tables and flamethrowers and all that stuff.
It's like that's like the movie Spaceballs, like Spaceballs the flamethrower.
Yeah, I always throw in flamethrower because of that. So
That's
yeah,
great.
eventually, maybe next year we'll have that.
Yeah,
It's a licensing problem.
that's great. So do you have any final thoughts for everybody, telling them like what they're in for Friday the 13th? Are you gonna have like Jason or anything?
No, actually, we do all original characters. We don't do any copies. feel that takes away some of the realism, because I think Glenn will attest, when you come in here, you really do feel like you're in a lab.
Oh,
We
okay.
try to get that feeling to immerse you in it. And I think that would pull you out of it.
Yeah.
But this might be, we may have to take this season off this Halloween. We're not sure. So now is your chance to see us. Come out the 13th and 14th. We want to get a big crowd here and have some fun. Our actors are disappointed when they don't get to scare someone. So we want a lot of people here so they don't cry.
Oh, man. Awesome. All right. And tell everybody where you can follow you on social media. What are your handles and the different platforms you're on?
Terror Labs on Instagram, Terror Labs on Facebook, and
Google it.
yeah, Google. We come up right in Google, just put in Terror Labs. But
See his ugly face show
yeah,
first.
and you can go to terrorlabs.com. Our social stuff's there too. So
Nice. So definitely follow along with Terra Labs, and they'll definitely post about what they're going to do in the future. So stay tuned to the future of Terra Labs. And I have been John from the Haunt Informer.
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
And this has been episode 28 of Fall Informer with the Terra Labs crew right here. And thank you very much for talking with us.
thanks, guys.
Thank you.